Good day to you travelers, my name is Primo Pop and welcome back to my channel. And today I just wanted to talk about my theory on why Tartaglia is able to manipulate two elements, Hydro and Electro, with that Foul Legacy armor ability that he has, which I find pretty cool, I'm not gonna lie. Alright, let's start with talking about visions. What are visions? Now, visions are blessings from the Archons that grant a being the ability to manipulate that specific element, whether it be Pyro, Hydro, Electro, doesn't matter. Dendro, yeah, the rest of the elements. But Tartaglia has the ability to manipulate two of the elements, which is pretty cool actually. That's the first, it's the first character we know that can manipulate two elements. We don't know if there are more that they're gonna release, but anyways, that's besides the point. Now, I have three theories on why I think that Tartaglia is able to manipulate those two elements. Now, my first theory isn't really, too exciting. It's pretty bland, but I promise the further we go on with the video, the more juicy this will get. But yeah, the first theory. My first theory is that by chance, two different Archons chose a champion to wield their elements, and it just so happened to be the same person, Tartaglia, and just maybe, they can't strip the person of their vision after giving it to them. I'm not too sure because there hasn't been too much revealed yet. But yeah, that was my first theory. The second one, my second theory, is that Tartaglia either stole or somehow obtained an Electro Vision. Now, this is where it gets interesting. If he did steal or obtain the vision, we now have to consider this. How do visions work? Do they grant the person the ability to manipulate the element, or is it just to advertise that that person can manipulate that element? But with the second theory, I have to say it has to be that it grants them the power, right? Let's go with that one since we're going with the second theory. But then now we have to ask ourselves, does the vision have to be on the person so they can manipulate the element or use the element, or can it be off of them as well, and they can still use the element? Or is the vision forever binded to that person till they die? That's one thing I want to consider. And also, can it be passed? Can the vision's abilities be passed along? Now, hear me out. I'm not saying that is it possible that they could pass it, the vision wielder could pass it down to like their son or something like that from generation to generation, blah blah blah. No, that's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, what if two vision wielders fought to the death or something like that? I'm assuming Mihoyo wouldn't get so dark, but you know what, who knows? We haven't gone all the way through the story yet, so we don't know how this story is going to turn out. Now, what if two vision wielders fought to the death, right? And the victor, let's say the victor was Tartaglia in this situation, right? He fought someone else with a Electro Vision. Now, what if because the other person has a vision as well, right, beat that person, the Archon now grants them access to be able to use that element since they proved themselves worthy because they beat the previous owner, right? So now we have to consider that Tartaglia must have fought someone and maybe beaten them and obtain that element, that the Electrovision, right? But even though that he now has access to the Electro element, the reason why he looks so battered and exhausted after using his Foul Legacy armor, what if the reason why he's so broken after that is because that the mortal body cannot handle having two elemental energies flowing through their body, right? Now, that brings me to my third theory, my third and final theory. This one actually has a little bit of something to go off on. Let's get into that. Now, if I'm not mistaken, if I remember correctly, Diluc's father died because of an accident that happened. Okay, it was a battle, right? But during that battle, he used an unknown power, right? Because Diluc's father did not have a vision. What if that it was a man-made vision that caused him to pass away, right? Because I do remember hearing something about man-made vision or something like that. I'm not too sure where. I might have to reread that, right? But yes, what if Snezhnaya is trying to develop man-made visions, right? So that they can give their soldiers the man-made visions to possess elemental abilities, just like real vision wielders. Cause, hear me out, cause I've taken a look at some of the Fatui agents, like the Frost, the Hydro, the Electro, the Pyro, and the Geo, right? And I don't think I've ever seen them with a vision. Now, I could be mistaken. Take this with a grain of salt, right? I could be mistaken. But I don't think I've ever seen a vision on them. But some of them are using elemental abilities, right? It seems to me that they may possess man-made or fake visions, right? And are still able to use the elements. Either they were able to successfully recreate a vision, a man-made vision, right? Or using science, they were able to enhance certain weapons to grant the user elemental-like abilities. Now, I can go on and on about this, but let's get back to Tartaglia. Alright? I might make a separate video on my theory of this topic. Well, if you want to hear that, if you guys want to see that, let's try to get this video to 15 likes. If it gets to 15 likes, I'll definitely do it. Yes. So what if Tartaglia has an updated version to the man-made vision, and it just happens to be an electro type, right? But it still has side effects, and again, why Tartaglia is so exhausted after using the Foul Legacy armor. Well, that's all the information I gathered and put together so far. That was my 3 theories on why I think he's able to manipulate those 2 elements. I am still thinking of more. I mean, it is a big mystery. That is very interesting. I really want to know why, right? Oh, and if you guys want to see a part 2 to this, yeah, get the video to 15 likes. I'll definitely make more theories and look deeper into things so I can get more tangible evidence of my claims, you know? Now, thank you to all the people who watched the video. Make sure to subscribe if you like what you hear, and leave the video a like. Thanks for watching, and safe travels.